Let's get going. What do you plan on killing with that rusty dagger? Going butterfly hunting or something? Please go get a real fucking weapon. What are you wearing? You're announcing to everyone that you're a fucking murderer.
How is everyone doing today? I hope you are well. We're going to jump right into this. Let's get your creation kit open. Bring up the quests that you're going to put your player dialogue in. Or your follower dialogue, NPC dialogue, whatever you want. This is obviously for follower for me, but everything I'm going to say here can work on any NPC you want with these conditions. Right now, this is for the follower. But what you're going to want when you open up, hit the miscellaneous tab in the quest, you've got this list right here. I already have idle in here. That's the one we need. So if you right click here and hit new topic, and you find idle in this list, it's not going to show for me right now because I already have it. So you can't put two idols. So you hit idle, get that squared away, go into here, right click and hit new in here to create the new dialog box you want, and we'll start down here. So we'll start with the dagger. So this could be any weapon you want. This could actually work. Everything you're going to learn here can work on armor, rings, necklaces, helmets, anything you want to do. So the first one you want is what they're going to comment on. Get equipped weapon iron dagger. You want into here. That usually takes a second if you've never done this before this brings up this list. Find the iron dagger in that list, whatever weapon you're using there. Now here, greater than or equal to. This could actually be just equal if you want. I always put greater than or equal to just to make sure. Kind of a fail-safe, I guess. But equals 1. It could be equals 1 or greater than or equal to 1. I'll just use this for this because that's what I do. Run on the player. That means the player has his equipped. Now keep in mind, if it's equipped and even sheathed at your side, this comment will still come about. Okay? It doesn't necessarily need to be pulled out in your hand. If it's sheathed and you have it equipped in your inventory, then this dialogue can happen. So that's the first one you want. The second one we want is an optional, but I do this for a reason I will explain. Get distance player reference. Less than or equal to 500. Now the reason I have this are 500 units. It's called units in the creation kit. I'm just going to call it feet here and make it easier. So the NPC or follower has to be within 500 feet of you to say that, which makes sense because if they're commenting on something you're wearing or a weapon you're using, why would they say it if they're halfway across the town, right? So that is here for that reason. So this makes it they got to be within 500 feet of you to say this, and you can change this number to whatever you wanted. So let's say to give an example real quick, if you put a get his distance player reference in this, and then you put greater than and equal to 1,000, that means they'd have to be 1,000 feet away before they'd even say the dialogue. So if you wanted to add dialogue that said, hey, wait up for me, that would be a good condition for that dialogue right here. And this here is sneaking equals 0. Run this on the subject. Okay? That's so they won't say it. The NPC will not say it if they're sneaking. Because at that point you try to be quiet, they shouldn't be speaking. Now to go back into this, make sure this is run on subject too. The only one that's really going to run on the player is what you have equipped. The rest is for the NPC. Now here, obviously this one is for Gallus Barkwing. Get is ID. Then your actor ID equals 1. Run on the subject. And because she is a follower, and I wanted to say this a follower, get in faction. Current follower faction equals 1. Run on the subject. And that's it. And that one, if you have equipped an iron dagger, Gallus is your follower, and she's not sneaking, this line will be said.
What do you plan on killing with that rusty dagger? Going butterfly hunting or something? Please go get a real fucking weapon.
Well, I'm obviously going to have to edit that out when I make this video because YouTube has a fit about what people say are bad words, which is fine. So if you want to, while you're in here with this dialogue, if you want to do this, you got all these different ones. Puzzled, fear, disgust. So that'll change her facial features to disgust when she says it. So she looks disgusted with the using an iron dagger. And I don't like, as you guys know, anybody who's played this mod knows I hate the main character getting the ass kiss. I don't like that. I like sarcasm. Gallus is very sarcastic. She used a lot of profanity, and that's what I wanted, and that's why I made this. And there are people that don't like that, and that's fine. But I do. And so remember that. When you're making something, don't let anybody else dictate how you make it. If someone doesn't like something you put in there, then tell them to walk away. They don't need to be there, right? They didn't pay for it. This is a free mod. Stop complaining about something free. If you don't like it, don't use it, right? So anyway, sorry, a little bit of a rant. Let's go to the next one. So here we're getting into the armor side of it. So we're going to do the same thing. Get is equipped. Now it's the Thief Guild Cuirass. Armor, Thief Guild Cuirass. Greater than or equal to 1. Run on the player. That's the only one on this list going to be run on the player. The player reference, same thing. Less than or equal to 500. They got to be close to you to say it. That really, truly does make sense. It's a simple condition to put in there. Is sneaking? No, she's not. Now, if you change this to player, that would have to do with the player sneaking. Does that make sense? I hope so. That's why it's run on subject. If it was run on player, that means set to 0. It wouldn't be set if the player's sneaking. But if she's sneaking anyway, user you are anyways. That's why I didn't put both conditions in. Same thing back to here. Get his ID. Gallus Barkwing equals 1. Run on subject. Current follower faction and get in faction equals run on subject. So if you're with Gallus as a follower and you're wearing the Thieves Guild armor, she'll say this.
I'll steal everything you have, says the asshole wearing the armor you have on.
So there you go, right? This stuff is very simple. It works on a lot of different stuff. So here's one if you put on the guard's uniform or the guard's armor. Now this one is going to have a lot of conditions for a reason, and here's why. Armor, guard, cuirass, Falkreath. Get equipped, greater than or equals 1, on the player. Now you want to check or, and I'll uncheck it right now to show you why. If you don't, now it says you have to be wearing this and one of these. So when you have these lists, it's got to start with the or. So it means if you're wearing the Falkreath one, the one from whatever the hell that says, I'm not going to try to pronounce it. This one here, I'm not even sure what area that is. That Solitude? It can't be. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Or this one. Or Markarth. Or Riften. Or Solitude. Or Whiterun. So I have all the armors in that list for the guard's armor. But then the last one on this list of ors needs to be and. This one's for Winterhold. And the reason that last one needs to change to and, it reads down through this as it goes. So it reads one of these, or and. You see the next one here. So have all this list, all the first ones or. You have to do that because if you have and in there, you have to be wearing all of those armors for this dialogue to be said. So then the last one says and because it goes to the other one. The player reference distance that I talked about, less than or equal to 500. Is sneaking? No. Gallus Barkwing, 1. We already went through all these at the beginning, so I'm not going to open every one of them up, but get in faction, current follower faction equals 1. And there we go. So if you're wearing guard armor, and Gallus is your follower, and she's not sneaking, she'll say this.
Really? Why are you dressed like a fucking guard? It makes me want to kill you.
Now I can't express enough how important dialogue is in a mod. I keep saying it's the most important thing, and it is. When you think of Skyrim back in different video games, you think of what people said. You think of, I used to be an adventurer like you, but I took an arrow to the knee. You hear that Nord woman that's in the middle of Whiterun who says, what's the matter? You're afraid of a strong Nord woman or some crap like that, whatever she says. Anyways. Now, I like sarcasm. I don't like the ass kissing again, so I made Gallus very sarcastic. Her sarcasm, even if you're wearing something that's nice, get equipped, armor, dragon scale, cuirass, greater than or equal to 1, run on the player. Okay? The player reference that we talked about earlier. Now this one's different. Now if you want to spread out when they're said, Now the days of the week, get day of the week. Days of the week in Skyrim go by numbers. 0 is Sunday, 3 is Wednesday, 6 is Saturday. So it goes right down through the list. 1 is Monday, 2 is Tuesday. So this one will only be set on a Sunday. So this makes it so it isn't set every day if this is the armor you're wearing. Now I know you can do this with variables, throw a code in there. I don't want code. The less code you can use in your mod, the more compatible it is with other mods. So use the least amount of code you have to. When you do all this stuff without a code, there's no reason to add the code. It takes a little more work when it adds into each lines, copy and paste. So if you want to put that in the next one, just copy condition, right? Paste into the next dialogue. Is sneaking? No, that's set to 0, the same one as before. Get his ID, Gallus Barkwing. NPC you're using equals 1, run on subject. Same thing here. Run on subject, get follow a faction equals run on subject, get in faction. So if she's following you, she's within the 500 feet, and you're wearing dragon scale armor, instead of giving you a compliment, she'll say this.
That armor does look nice, but it seems you're wearing it to draw attention to yourself. It makes you look like a cunt.
Right? I don't know why I'm chuckling at that. I don't know, because they say this stuff don't belong in Skyrim. Let's be very clear about the backstory of Skyrim. Does anyone know? People must know how Serana become a vampire, right? Huh? Everybody knows that. If you're pretending you're not, then you're pretending you're offending by, oh my god, there's adult stuff in the mod. There's adult stuff in the vanilla game. So settle down, sprinkle tits. All right, let's move forward. So then if you got, this is to show how you can do it with different stuff here. So let's say you wear, oh, that's the wrong one. Let's open up something else. A necklace. Instead of just armor or weapons, a gold diamond necklace. Get equipped, gold diamond necklace. Greater than or equal to 1, run on the player. So if that means the player's wearing that, there's the player reference. Here's a different one. This one will only be set on a Wednesday. And again, I just did this to spread out the dialogue. And here's another one that's interesting. So this is another condition that I use a lot. Get current time. Basically military time in Skyrim. Greater than or equal to 12 o'clock, which would be noontime. Less than, get current time, less than 11 o'clock at night. So if you're wearing a gold diamond necklace on a Wednesday between noontime and 11 o'clock at night, Gallus is your follower, she might say this.
That's a nice gold diamond necklace. It screams, please rob me.
So I'm going through this in detail so you can, the other ideas you can think of what you can add this to. If you had a wedding ring that you were wearing, right? You could have all of this conditions go through and her say, oh, I see that you're married. You always wear your ring? Or let's say you wanted to change it to boots. Let's say you just had on some boots and she wants to make a sarcastic comment and you're a female Dragonborn and you have on steel boots, for the steel armor, whatever they are. And she goes, wow, nice boots. My dad used to wear those. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a side-eyed comment. All this stuff you can use with these conditions. So when we see all of these, it's a lot of fun. Okay, so Thalmor. Nobody likes the Thalmor. Of course, Gallus has a Thalmor. It's the same thing. So we armor, clothes, Thalmor robes, greater than or equal to 1 on the player. Then here, she's within 500 feet of you. Get day of the week, 1. That would be a Monday. Not sneaking. And then Gallus, get his ID, Gallus Barkwing. Get in faction, current follow faction equals 1. If you're wearing that, she might say this.
You'd be better off to just run around naked instead of wearing that fucking outfit.
Right? So you can use this to expand NPCs. You don't have to do a follower. You could have certain NPCs say this in the game. You just got to set these same conditions of that NPC. It's very simple. I hope this helped you guys. I hope you come up with some creative stuff, some creative dialogue using this, and create the mod you want. And again, let me say before I go that do not let anybody tell you how to make your mod. Because you've got a few people using your mod and someone says, well, I don't like this, then my response is this is a very simple way to solve not liking this mod. Go to your mod manager and uninstall it. Because it's not changing for nobody. If people don't like it, then don't play it. I'm not trying to be a jerk, it's just reality. People need to start letting the balls drop and stand up for themselves and not catering and bending the knee to every cry ass that comes along and has a problem with something you're doing. Whatever your mod is, your mod. You make it how you want. Alright guys, I hope this helps you guys. I hope you learned something. I hope you create some crazy dialogue for your mods. and hope you have a fantastic day. I'll leave you guys off with some more in-game footage with her saying different stuff to different armors.
You'd be better off to just run around naked instead of wearing that fucking outfit. Really? Why are you dressed like a fucking guard? It makes me want to kill you.